interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Here we go! Black round! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Black round! Black round! Black round!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A look now at the starters defensively for the New York Giants.
Let's start with Eli Apple out of Ohio State. And when you get picked number 10 in the draft, big things are expected out of you. I would dare say that they do expect that, but they also understand that they believe that his best football is ahead of him. Plenty of room for growth. A tremendous athlete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense, because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
They run again with Jackson, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's 1st down, New York. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over here 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great play there. 43 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 45 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd down, still 14 yards left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The left side, it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Sometimes it's designed, but sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Giants. Their big-bodied receiver, 33 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go!
And the wideout in motion. Back to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Boom. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Deep drop, and that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Come on, let's go!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. And it's fielded at the 34. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Backing up, out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He got 29 yards that time.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He'll drop to throw, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because...
And his pass is intercepted, taking it right down Broadway. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether we're wearing a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
To him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
Let's go! 38!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go now. Blue, 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.